Hi there. All right, so we are in windy Budapest today, and we're between shots, so I thought I'd answer a couple more questions. So the question is today, what is your favorite location in the world to shoot? That's a tricky question. I have been so lucky to shoot in so many places around the world. You have to break it down. You've got to break it down into the most amazing beaches. I've been to incredible beaches in Brazil. There was one particular beach I went to. We landed in, I think we went to Fortaleza, and then we had to go on these sand buggies, these dune buggies, for about 2 hours down the coast. And we finally came across this beach, but it wasn't like a beach, it was all these sort of like, almost like sand Grand Canyons, and it had this incredible sort of like erosion in it, and it was just so beautiful. We did this amazing story there for German Vogue many years ago. And you've got all the Caribbean islands and all the jungly environments. Then obviously you have all the cities in the world. You know, like any tourist, you'll go to all these cities in the world and you'll be fascinated by the difference. Because obviously we all grow up in a certain place, and when you go somewhere new, everything is just so photogenic, whether it's the buses or the trams or the architecture. It's kind of like if somebody from the other side of the world came over to England and they saw the big red double-decker buses, they'd probably find that incredible and they want to take pictures on it. And there are other places like, you know, Salt Flats outside of in California, where it's just like this big open-air white studio with light bouncing everywhere. Now, if you're going to ask me my favorite place to take pictures of, I'm sorry to say, it's going to sound boring, but it's New York City. New York City is like one big film set. Everywhere I go around New York City, I'm inspired. I'm inspired by the meatpacking district and the cobble streets. I'm inspired by the East Village and the grittiness of it. And the bridges, I mean, everything is so iconic looking, right? I grew up in the 80s and 90s watching all these American movies, so anything to do with New York was just so cool, because it seemed like on the other side of the world, and it was just cool. When I finally came to New York 20 years ago, I was just walking around. The first 3 days, I just walked up and down the avenues. I started on the First Avenue, walked all the way from the bottom of Manhattan to the top, came back down Second Avenue, up Third. Still to this day, I'll walk around. There's 3 particular skyscrapers that are next to each other. I think they're on 56th Street or 55th Street on 6th Avenue. And every time I go past there, I think, oh, this is so cool. I'm in New York. And I've been in New York for 20 years. So it still impresses. Then you've got other places like Central Park. You've got you can shoot from the top of skyscrapers down onto New York. It's just, everything is epic about New York. Everything is a movie set. Even when it rains, and you get the sort of the glistening streets, looking up the avenues, the tunnel avenues. And then you've got the steam coming out of the ground. It's just so cool. Everything's cool about it. Of course, I love all the new places we go to. I love the beaches. I love the mountaintops. And yeah, you're always looking forward to the new place to go to. Whenever I get to go to a new place I've never been before, it's so exciting for me. I immediately walk out of the hotel room as soon as I get there. Sometimes I flip a coin to see where I'm going. Unless there's something specific that I've got to see, I will flip a coin. Every time I come to a crossroads, I'll flip a coin, go left, right, or straight, and see where it leads me. It's kind of fun. So listen, this job is just a blessing, and anybody who gets to do it is very, very, very lucky. So if I had to pick one place in the world, it'd be New York City, baby.